Hello everyone, welcome back. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Chelsea and I am going to be doing a gift guide for a travel lover today. So I have a lot of things with me here that you can get online, most of them from Amazon, and so I'll have everything that I mentioned in the video linked below so that you can find it easily. I will also like to mention that if you do buy any of these items that I list in this video, if you could please use the link that I put below, because they're going to be affiliate links, and so it means that I get a very small commission for every purchase that you make. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind using my links, I would be very appreciative of that. I am just going to get straight into the video. So the first thing is a backpack. If they are someone who likes to travel with a backpack, then a backpack is a good place to start if they don't already have one. So I personally would recommend the ones that open up like clamshell style, because I find that when you have the ones where you put things in from the top, it's just a nightmare to find something. And if you realize that you've left your towel at the bottom of your bag and you just want to have a shower the day that you arrive at your destination, and you literally have to take everything out of your bag just to be able to get your towel, and it's really annoying. So I love these ones because you can just see everything in front of you. Also try and figure out if you think that they would like a carry-on sized backpack or a bit of a bigger one. I think you might struggle to find bigger ones that have a clamshell style, but this one is amazing because for a budget backpacker, it's carry-on size, so you don't have to pay for hold luggage on every flight that you go on. So this is an amazing backpack. I absolutely love this one, but unfortunately it's discontinued. However, Eagle Creek is a good brand and I would recommend having a look at Eagle Creek. I mean, there's lots of other brands as well, like Osprey and stuff, but when you're looking for backpacks, I'd recommend ones that have lots of like little pockets. So like, for example, this one opens up like this. Inside the back section here, it has a laptop sleeve, which you can also access from like the outside bit. And then it's got lots of pockets on the front, like it's got these two bits of pockets, it's got this bit as a pocket, it's got this like mesh pocket here, it's got a pocket down here which goes like up through the front of the bag, and then it's got like cup pockets on the side. And then also check for a bag that has a rain cover as well, because rain covers can be very important. Sometimes they won't even need it on the trip, but a rain cover can literally save everything that you own. And then also what I would suggest is trying to find a backpack that has like a couple of little like things like straps. So for example, these straps on the side, when I'm traveling to places that are a bit colder, like Morocco for example, I'd take my coat and I would thread it in here, and it's just like an extra storage place. And the reason that I say to look out for bags that have lots of straps or like zips and stuff that you can attach things to is because if you get carabiner hooks, you can then attach things to the outside of your backpack. Carabiner hooks are amazing. I literally, on my backpack, it always has like at least like 5 or 6 just on it, just in case. Highly recommend them. The next thing that I would recommend, I haven't actually got it. If I have got a video of me holding it from previous packing videos and stuff, then I'll show it, but I would recommend having a Grail water bottle. These things are absolutely amazing. They filter the water, so if the person that you are buying for goes traveling to a lot of places where maybe the tap water isn't drinkable, and they have to keep buying bottled water, if bottled water isn't available like in the hostels, like some hostels will provide a fountain so that you can get fresh drinking water, others won't, and so it saves you having to like A, use plastic bottles, so it's a lot more environmentally friendly, but also B, remember to go out and buy the water, because there has been times where I didn't have my Grail water bottle and I forgot to get water, and so I just didn't have any water to drink throughout the night, which can suck if you're thirsty. So yeah, the Grail water bottle has saved me in situations like that. It doesn't filter the taste of the water, so if the tap water doesn't taste good, it's not going to change that, but it does filter it so that it's clean, so that at least you have some clean drinking water and you're not going to get ill from it. It also means that when you're on hikes, you don't have to bring so much water with you, because you can fill up at streams. So you don't have to be bringing like 2 liters of water in your backpack. You can just bring 1 bottle of it and then fill up if you know that there's going to be like a stream or a pond or something along the hike. So yeah, definitely recommend getting a Grail water bottle. Next thing I'd recommend is getting a microfiber towel, maybe even 2 microfiber towels, just because like it depends on the location, but if they're going to be going to like the beach, then 2 microfiber towels is good, because then you've got one as a bath towel, one as a beach towel. So that's what I do. I normally travel with 2 of these. I have this one, and then I have a yellow one as well that I use. But these are really good because like you can see how small this packs up, and this is like a full-size towel. Obviously it doesn't feel as good drying yourself with this as a normal towel, but like look at how much space it takes up, and it's so light, and it's just amazing. It dries really quickly, so you can shower in the nighttime, and then if you're like leaving the hostel in the morning, your towel is probably going to be dry, so you're not like packing a damp towel. Unless you're in a really cold destination, they typically dry overnight, and they're just great. I love a microfiber towel. The next thing that I'd recommend getting is packing cubes. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on packing cubes. You can get expensive ones that have like compression and stuff. Personally, I don't think that the compression ones are worth it, but I've never had my own ones. But just for like the price difference, I personally don't think they're worth it. I love these packing cubes, and these were like, I think less than £10 from Amazon. So I think it came with like 3 or 4 like cubes, and then it also came with a laundry bag, and then it came with a shoe cover, which again has been really handy at not getting like muddy shoes all over my clothes. And then it also came with a toiletries bag. I absolutely love that set of packing cubes, so it just goes to show that you don't need to spend a lot of money on packing cubes. But I do definitely recommend packing cubes because they are amazing at keeping your things organized and so that you can find things easily. Next things that I would recommend is a blindfold and earplugs. So if the person that you're buying for is going to be going on long haul flights or overnight buses or long train journeys, or if they're just a light sleeper like in hostels and stuff and want to block out like the music or noise from other people or like people turning on the lights and stuff, a blindfold and earplugs can literally save your sleep. This is a perfect one for like buses and planes because it blocks out all of the light. So I'm going to link a very similar one. It's not available this exact one, but I'm going to link a very similar one on Amazon so that you can find it. Like if there's one thing that a backpacker needs, I think it's a blindfold or an earplugs. These are loop earplugs that come in this little case like this, which I absolutely love. Probably when you buy a blindfold, it will come with a small pot of those foam earplugs, but I personally don't really like those. I don't really feel like they do anything. So I have a pair of loops. Mine are the switch ones. So there's like 3 different settings. There's ones for like having it in but still being able to talk to people, but it just blocks out like background noise. And then there's like a medium level, which is supposed to be for like concerts, so it like blocks out enough sound that it's safe, but you can hear enough that you're still going to enjoy it. And then there's like a full, like, it's not completely noise cancelling. Like I don't think anything is completely noise cancelling, but it's like the higher settings so that like for sleeping and stuff. Yes, so recommend buying some of these for a backpacker if they don't already have some. The next thing is that if they are going to a tropical destination, they are probably going to get bitten by mosquitoes, and so I would recommend getting a bite cream such as Antisan. I don't know if you can get that in other countries other than the UK, but Antisan is my holy grail of bite creams. I love it. But also Tiger Balm is really good for bug bites. If like as soon as you get a mosquito bite, if you put Tiger Balm on it straight away, it literally stops the itching so that you don't even itch, and then your bite will be gone by the next day. Like I had one time I got ambushed at like I was going into someone's house in like a tropical island, and their like porch light came on, and I got ambushed by like a million mosquitoes, and in the space of about 10 seconds I got like 6 bites. Sorry, I'm like itching now because I'm talking about them. I got like 6 bites all within like 10 seconds. The person whose house it was had Tiger Balm and they gave me some. I put it on and I literally did not scratch the bites once, and so they went by the next day. So Tiger Balm was absolutely amazing. So Tiger Balm, Antisan, things like that. But then also for the bug bites that do get through and do still itch, this little contraption is decent. I don't love this, but it's also so tiny that like I'll take it on a backpacking trip with me. It's so light, it's so tiny, it literally takes up no space in the backpack, so I bring it with me just in case. But basically what you do is where you have your bug bite, you like hold it on it, press this, and it gives you like a little electric shock. I couldn't get the camera to focus on it for whatever reason, but basically like when you press it, it like makes a little spark that shocks you and somehow stops the itching. Now I don't think that these are amazing, but it does stop the itching and it's better than itching. So like if you give someone this and they can just like zap it every time that they want to itch, then it means that the bug bite will disappear quicker. The next thing is insect repellent patches and bracelets. So these are, I wouldn't necessarily even go as far as to say more environmentally friendly, because like they come in plastic and obviously each sticker you throw away. I guess it might be a little bit more environmentally friendly than spraying like a spray full of chemicals out into the environment. I don't really know, but they are a lot more friendly for your skin. So you stick these onto your clothes. Don't stick it onto your skin because it can, I don't know, stick too much, cause a rash, whatever. So you stick this onto your clothes, preferably like loose clothing. So these stickers, so these two. And it's supposed to like repel insects. Now I don't think that they're amazing. Same with the bracelets. I don't think that they're amazing, but I think if you're in a place that's not like in rainy season or like not got loads of mosquitoes but has some, then they're great for keeping the mosquitoes away from you. But if you're in somewhere like the Amazon rainforest, like this isn't gonna do anything. Like even the forest, like Amazon jungle kind of strength bug spray is not going to fully keep away mosquitoes. And so like these aren't going to do anything in a place that's like got tons of them, but like if there's just a few, it's a good thing to just like stick on your clothes. Something else that is really good for backpackers are these. This set came with like quite a few of these things, which you put in the back of your phone case, and then it puts a little loop out of like the charger port of your phone case, and then you can attach a like wrist strap or a lanyard to your phone. These are amazing at saving your phone if you know that the person is going to be like on a boat or something, or like riding on a motorcycle while navigating on Google Maps like I did, and I dropped my phone and this saved my phone. If they're like an adventurous person, they're going to be going to like cliff edges and might drop their phone, a wrist strap is great. But I also think that it's kind of like a anti-theft device. Like, I mean, it's really not, it's a wrist strap. Like if someone wanted to steal your phone, they probably could pull hard enough that it probably would break this. But I think it's kind of gonna like deter people from trying to take your phone. I think that they're great for anti-theft and just saving your phone from falling in the ocean. Next thing I'd recommend if they are an adventure kind of traveler is a head torch. So if the person that you're buying for goes on like lots of hikes or likes to go camping or on sort of overnight trips where they might need this. Obviously, like if they're just at a camp, most phones nowadays have a torch on them. But for things like hiking and like just being around a camp, a head torch is just really handy to have, and it's not big at all, so like it doesn't take up a lot of space in a backpack. Okay, so this head torch has your typical white light, the really strong light that's going to help you actually see everything, but then it's also got just a normal red light. And if you don't know, red light doesn't affect your night vision. So you know, like when you first turn out the lights in the evening and you can't see anything, and then your eyes like adjust and you can see things, and then someone drives past and blinds you with their headlights, and again you can't see anything. That's what red lights are for, so that that doesn't happen. So like if you're around a camp and you want to either keep your own night vision or you don't want to like blind other people, then a red light is good for that reason. Okay, so for toiletries, a toothbrush case, in my opinion, is an essential in a backpack, just to keep your toothbrush from getting other things wet and squashed. Some deodorant. I put this in here because it's specifically wild deodorant, and if you have an environmentally conscious backpacker, this is a really good deodorant. It's a natural deodorant as well, so it's not got like any of the like aluminium or anything in it that's gonna like affect you. So it's good for your body and it's good for the environment because it's like, it's not zero waste, but it's low waste, and the waste that it does come with is like recyclable or compostable. So I personally love this brand, and I feel like it works better than normal deodorant. You will have to let them know though if it's their first time using a natural deodorant. Stick with it for the first few weeks. Like maybe like the first 2 weeks you might feel like it doesn't really work, but once your body gets used to it, then you'll find that it's absolutely fine and it does the job. And each refill tends to last around a month, maybe 2 months if you're like really good at not overusing it. But yeah, each refill lasts a decent amount of time and it doesn't take up a lot of space in the suitcase because this is the case, and then like the refills are like the refills are small as well. So if they're going on a long backpacking trip, you can take a couple of these and it's not gonna take up tons of space in the backpack. Next thing is a soap dish. I personally find that liquids while you're backpacking are horrible to travel with because if one leaks and gets over everything, it's just awful to clear up. It also means that if you are going like carry-on only, then you've only got a certain amount of liquids, so the more you can get in bar form, the better. So things like soap bars, shampoo bars, conditioner bars. I personally hate conditioner bars. I don't condition my hair when I go traveling, but like shampoo bars and like shampoo bar cases, and then like soap bars and soap cases, face wash bars. I use it all. I recommend it all. And then of course, if you're getting those, then you're gonna need a case to put it in. So yeah, this one is quite big. You can get them a lot smaller than this, but like obviously this one you could get like a body bar and a face bar both in here. I personally love the Lush ones as well, but they are quite expensive for shampoo, but they also do last a long time. So like one shampoo bar would probably last me like a 4-month trip or something. So like they do last a long time. Maybe not quite a 4-month trip. That does sound like a long time. I'm not sure. But they last a long time, shampoo bars, so like they seem expensive, but like it's worth it. The next thing I'd recommend is a tangle teezer just like this one, because I mean a lot of people love tangle teezers nowadays, but they will bend easily if they're like put in bags regularly. And so one with this case, it just comes off really easily, just means that it doesn't get squashed. And I have had this one for years, and like, yeah, it's a little bit bent, but like barely in comparison to some of the ones that I have that don't have this case. So yeah, it's just such a game changer to have the case on the tangle teezer. I'll link that one below. Specifically, I think they do still have this one on Amazon actually, so you might even be able to get the cute little Olaf. Next thing is a retractable straw. So this is again for the environmentally conscious traveler. It's like a really small carry case. This one has a carabiner hook, which we love, so you can attach it to whatever. And then it's got the actual straw, which is just retractable. And then this one even comes with a retractable cleaning brush, which is just perfect. And so for anyone who like loves the ocean, probably is gonna be someone who doesn't want to use like plastic straws and stuff, but we all know that we like using straws for certain things, and so having like a reusable one that's like this small, because it'll fit in a bum bag rather than having like a long one that doesn't quite fit in a bum bag, I just think it's really handy. And then you can also attach it to like your keys or whatever. Next thing is a face halo. These are makeup remover pads that don't need makeup remover, so like this is literally all you need. You just add water and it takes your makeup off for you. So again, that is removing another liquid from the backpack if they're going to be wearing makeup. It's also just like a good cleansing pad in general. I can't speak for other brands, but Face Halo specifically I know works, and it works well, and I love them. I've had these pads for years, and yes, I've lost one, so I still have two, and like they're still going strong. And I've had them for maybe, I don't even know how long, like maybe 7 or 8 years now. Like I probably should buy new ones, but like I don't feel like I need to. Like they're still so good. So yeah, and like that's literally it. Like I take, I think normally 2 of these when I go traveling, so that I always have like a clean one, because you can use it a couple of times as well before you wash it. Like you just have to like rinse it off with some sort of like face soap or something. But yeah, I normally take like just 1 or 2 of these traveling, and like again takes up no space, and it takes out a liquid if the person that you're buying for wears makeup. The next thing is period pants. So these are the Lilova period pants, and again this is something that I have had for, again, I don't even know how long, maybe like 5 years or something. And you can get different ones, so you can get like the thong, or you can get like the shorts, or like the bikini ones or whatever. But yeah, it's just another kind of thing for like the environmentally conscious backpacker. As well as these, I would recommend like a menstrual cup if you are buying for someone who has periods. A menstrual cup is great as well, because again, it's environmentally friendly. It's good for the body to not be putting toxic products in. Just a menstrual cup, in my opinion, is so much better than like tampons and stuff anyway. But also in some countries, not all countries, obviously most countries it's fairly easy to find, but some countries don't even sell tampons. And so if you have someone who uses tampons but doesn't like pads, and they're going to like certain countries they might not even be able to buy a tampon, and so a menstrual cup is something good. That means that like it's a tiny little thing that they doesn't take up a lot of space in your backpack, whereas like if they were going for a long trip they might have like a couple of packs of tampons, which can take up quite a bit of space. So it's also more environmentally friendly and we love that. So period pants, menstrual cup, all that kind of stuff. The next thing is these soap leaves. What are they called? Soap sheets. And these are basically like, let me get one out for you. But it's this little sheet, and once you put it in water, it'll turn into soap. So again, removing a liquid. And these are specifically laundry detergent ones, but you can get hand washing ones as well, so that like if you're ever at a place and there's like no soap, then you've got soap to wash your hands with. But these ones are specifically for laundry. So for a lot of backpackers, we tend to not do laundry probably as much as we should because it can be expensive in other countries or just a faff, and no one likes doing laundry. And so these can save you when you realize that, oh my gosh, I haven't done my laundry in so long that I've run out of underwear. I need to wash them. So you wash them in the sink or in the shower in your hostel, and it's literally so easy. Again, not a liquid, so small, barely takes up any space. But yeah, highly recommend these soap sheets. Next thing is a Tide pen. If you know someone who is clumsy, or to be honest, I think anyone could use a Tide pen. We all get stains on our clothes at some point, and this is a little pen that again, barely takes up any space. You can fit it in a bum bag, and it just gets stains out, and it gets most things out, to be honest. I think the only thing that I've ever tried to use it on that it hasn't got out completely is turmeric, and nothing gets out turmeric, so I think it's done pretty good. Like it's got coffee out. I spilled coffee down myself when I was going to work one day, down my white t-shirt, and I used this on it and it got it out. My best friend. Yeah, highly recommend having a Tide pen so that they can make their clothes last even longer if there's any stains on them. I think a Tide pen is just good even if you aren't planning on re-wearing your clothes, just to get out stains if you get one throughout the day, if you spill your food or a drink or whatever. Next thing is to get a, what's this called? Toiletries bag. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a good toiletries bag. The last couple of things are for someone who is a big beach, water, ocean kind of person. First thing is, even though most phones nowadays are pretty waterproof, you might still want to get these. It's just like a phone sleeve, so that it keeps your phone protected. Like if you're going in the ocean, like your phone might be like waterproof, but you couldn't like put it under the water. So like if you're taking your phone in the ocean and you accidentally like dropped it, first of all, there's a lanyard so you can put it around your neck. And secondly, it's not gonna break your phone. Also, salt water can damage phones as well. So having this is gonna stop the salt water and sand getting in as well. So yeah, I think that these are good. I personally have had this and taken it on a couple trips and always forget to use it, but I see people using them all the time. And so I feel like most people probably would actually use this. I personally just forget. I wish that I had sometimes, because I actually did get salt water in my phone and it did break for 2 weeks, but that's another story. I think that these are decent and cheap as well. So the next thing is a GoPro if you want to get something a little bit bigger. GoPro or some kind of action camera I think are great for backpacking trips. Something like the Insta360 if they like snowboarding and stuff like that, because you can get some really cool shots. Snowboarding, surfing, that kind of thing. Like mountain biking with the Insta360, because you get like not only the view of yourself, but you get the view of where you're going as well. So like if they want to make a cool video that has both shots of like themselves and the surroundings, the Insta360 means that you've only got to take one video. I personally really want this camera, but it's quite expensive. I have a GoPro. I haven't got it right now. It's under my bed somewhere, but I've got like the silicone case, which I think is good. I just wanted to show you specifically the silicone case because it has like this little bit so you can add straps to it, which I think is essential. I think it's good to protect your cameras, keep them safe, get like some screen protectors for them as well, so that like glass screen protectors, so that the screens stay nice. And then this for like if it gets dropped or knocked or whatever, then it's just going to protect your GoPro a little bit more. And then it also means that you can add a wrist strap to it so that it's less likely to get stolen. And I personally like the wrist straps that have like these clasps, specifically the ones that you like close and it like locks, because then like people aren't going to take that. Again, if they pulled hard enough, they could break it, but I think it's gonna, again, deter people from trying to take things. And then also a dive housing, if they already have a GoPro. Obviously you need to find out which GoPro they have, because every GoPro is a different size. It's like a phone, you wouldn't buy an iPhone 12 case for an iPhone 8. Just check what GoPro they already have if they have one, or buy like the dive casing that matches the one that you're buying. So just make sure it is for the same GoPro. But a dive casing just means that even though the GoPro is already waterproof down to like, I want to say maybe 10 meters, if the person that you're buying for loves diving, they're probably going to want to take it diving with them. So dive casing is like absolutely necessary if they don't want to break the camera. The next thing, again, is for someone who is an ocean lover. It is a mask and snorkel. If you just have someone who is a big diver, then a mask and snorkel of their own is honestly, it's the best thing when you're traveling and you have your own mask and snorkel. Also, it just means that you can go snorkeling like wherever you want. Recommend a mask and snorkel for anyone who loves the ocean. And then the last thing is specifically for the divers, and it is a dive computer. So my one is actually ran out of battery now because it's been so long since I used it. But this is the Mars dive computer, and I will try and link this one below. But I find that if you have someone who is just like an open water diver, doesn't really know like all the settings and what everything does on a dive computer, I don't feel like this is, I mean, it's never necessary unless you're like leading a dive or anything, but it's just nice sometimes if you're on a dive to have like your own dive information saved on your dive computer, and like to be able to see the depth and the time of the dive, the temperature of the water, everything like on your computer yourself. So you don't have to go and find the instructor at the end to put it in your logbook. You just have it all logged on here. Yeah, so it's just nice, like if you have someone who is a bit more of an advanced diver, having your own dive computer isn't mandatory, but it's just nice to have. You can also get, if you have someone who is quite active and is looking to get a smartwatch, something like an Apple Watch or a Garmin. A lot of these smartwatches nowadays, if you get like the top one, can also be used as a dive computer. So I know at least Apple and Garmin both have this feature. It is like £800. It's a very expensive watch, but if the person that you're buying for really wants it, you have enough money and they love diving, then those watches can be amazing. But if you don't have that much money but still want to get them some sort of dive computer, then like an actual dive computer can be a lot cheaper. Like you can get them for around £100 probably, maybe like 150, 200. Obviously you can pay a lot more than that if you want to get like the high quality ones, but like for your basic one, like they can be anywhere from like £100 to £200. But yeah, if you have someone who is not an instructor, then just like your basic dive computer is more than enough. Okay, so that is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you. I hope that you were able to create a list of things to get for your backpacker friend or family member. Please give it a thumbs up if it helped you or if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to see more videos. I'll see you next time. Bye!